Hello, this is Dennis Ruffing, SAP Hybris Customer Engagement and Commerce Solution Engineer. Today we're talking about quotes to orders from Cloud for Customer to ECC. Turns out you can do it 5 ways to Sunday. A little bit of theory behind this. When you think about it, in Cloud for Customer you have an account. And with the account, you generally are going to create quotes and orders as a result of an opportunity. So, account, you have an opportunity that you sell to and pursue. That's good, important stuff for a selling process and a pipeline. And then from that opportunity, you might put together a quote. So, if the opportunity is for a certain product line and certain quantities, then let's build a quote on that. And then let's go from there and build an order. But you need an order management system behind the scenes. And it turns out that a few other possibilities can happen. From an opportunity in Cloud for Customer, we've got it configured in our demo landscapes that straight from the opportunity you can create an ERP quote or an ERP sales order. Or you can go from the account to the opportunity to the quote to creating an ERP quote, or from the quote to creating an ERP order. Or, believe it or not, opportunity to creating an order in Cloud for Customer, which then gets converted to an order in ERP. And probably a few other permutations I haven't thought about, such as this previous one. You don't need to have an opportunity at all. You can just create a quote or an order and have that result in a quote to quote, quote to order, or order to order. And if you want to get fancy, maybe you'd have it do something else. Maybe you go through the quoting and approval process in Cloud for Customer, and that converts into a sales contract or something else in ECC. A lot of different ways to do it. Let me show you a few of them. First thing I want you to know, you might end up with something like this. This is actually showing quite a few of those processes. I have an account, Main Solutions. This is an opportunity on it. And by the way, we're using the integrated demo landscape that works with the 2015 LOB All North America version 1 SDC, that stands for SAP Demonstration Cloud environment, which is going away. But the 2016 LOB All version 1 North America SDC has one as well. In any case, account has opportunity. This opportunity had a sales quote created from it, a Cloud for Customer sales quote, which resulted in a standard order. It had a Cloud for Customer sales order created from it, which was then converted into an ERP order, and then it had an actual ERP quotation created from it, and then you'd probably have to go back into ERP and create a follow-up quote on that. But those are some of the possibilities. What am I looking at? I'm looking at the document flow of this one opportunity. Let's see if we can duplicate that, shall we? Let's go back to Main Solutions and let's create a new opportunity. Knows who the account is. Let's give it a name. There we go. And who cares how much it's for? 15,000, whatever sales process. Who owns it? And do we have the appropriate sales organization? Should be US 1100. Sales unit US, not US sales org. Alright, let's save and open this particular opportunity. And on the opportunity, we'll add in some products. And as we build it up, we'll take a look at the whole process. Now, let's add in a product. I have created some products called ZDR, which are my initials, so to speak. My E to C simple material. Let's say it's one of those. Do not put a note. If you're going to integrate a quote, our demo landscapes will crash. Let's add that. That's all we should really need. Save that. Pro tip, by the way, when you're doing an opportunity with line items, you can request pricing not down here in the Actions button, as you found with other processes, but up here from the Request Pricing button. It will then go talk to ERP. Look in different places for the same things. Now from the opportunity we have a field or a page called sales documents, and this lists sales quotes, which are Cloud for Customer sales quotes, sales orders, which are Cloud for Customer sales orders, and ERP documents. Ooh. Well, let's go through that ERP process first. Right here from the opportunity, we can create an ERP sales quote or a sales order. One or the other. You're not going to get them both. Let's go and create a sales order. That's from the actions bar. And that's really, I think, all we should need to do for that. Let's go take a look at our document flow. Takes it just a moment or two. Do a refresh. And there we go. This sales quote opportunity led to a standard order. Great. Back to our sales document list. We're now at a point where we see the sales document. It lets us click on these things, but it won't create another one. I'll kind of prove that to you. Watch me prove myself wrong. It says this action triggered properly, but I have a feeling that if I go back to my document flow, do a refresh, it's not going to show up here. So a little bit of configuring in our demo landscapes needs to be done there. Know better and don't do it yourself. Next thing. Back to our sales documents. Let's create a sales quote. What kind of sales quote would we like to create? Well, let's do the one sales quote with external pricing. This is one that will actually reach to ECC's pricing rules and have it add the prices in, so we'll just leave that alone. It's going to be for this customer. It's brought forward the one material that was part of our opportunity, so our ZDR E2C simple product. Sales units should be all the same. I think that's right. Sales unit US 1100. Yes, it is. Let's save and open that quote. It's going to be opening up. And as a reminder, what we're doing now is we're going from account opportunity. We just did sales order. We tried to do sales quote. Failed. Account opportunity. Now we're creating a Cloud for Customer quote that's going to be priced by ECC, and I'm going to turn it into an order. You ready? Here we go. All right. This opportunity has products and documents. There they are. There is no product pricing. There's no availability information unless, in the actions, I request external pricing. Now it's calling down to ERP. You can see this big, long pricing condition of what all this is about. How much is it? What does it cost? Etc. Save that. We can even peek at its document flow. That's the quotes document flow. This quote came from our opportunity. All right, let's go back to that list of products. And let us submit it for approval. Depending on any approval, sales quote approval rules you have, it will be approved. In this case, approval is not necessary because of our rules. But since I've submitted it, I can now create the external follow-up document. One of these things has been defined for this type of transaction, a sales quote. Document transferred to the external system. Looking good. See? Saved, document transferred. Love it. Let's hide that. And now, let's go back and look at our document flow. Do a quick refresh. Which means we went from opportunity to the document we're working with right now, which is our sales quote, with a follow-up sales order number 65. Logically speaking, that means I should be able to go back to my opportunity, take a look at its document flow, refresh it, and I should have two paths coming off of this quote. Look at that. There is our actual quote. There's our first sales order. This is the follow-up ERP quotation that we created. So it actually did make it down there. Well, there are a couple of ways we can do things now. We could just, from this opportunity, we could create a sales order, right? It's not been marked as open, won, or lost and locking us out. So back on this opportunity with our sales documents, we can create another one. How about a sales order? Standard order. Do we have the right sales orgs, the right people? It's the only choice we have is a standard order. Let's save and open that. Now this is creating a Cloud for Customer sales order, which you might use if you don't have SAP ERP as a back end. And that now means if we take a look at this particular one, products, one of these, take a look at the document flow. It came from this opportunity. There's no further follow-up on it yet, to my knowledge. Take a look in here at the products. Can add more products. We can refresh it. We can do it for a list. We can simulate to get some pricing, I believe is what simulation does. And there it went and pulled in pricing from ERP, which I find astonishing since this is a Cloud for Customer quote. Well, not entirely. That makes some sense. And because our other quote type in Cloud for Customer also asked ERP to price it. And we should be able to finish it, though I'm a little bit leery since I might not have the partner functions we're looking for, but we'll give it a go. Alright, so there's some configuration that's not perfect. Let's go back to our original opportunity. Opportunity 5 ways. Take a look at our document flow. What's it looking like now? Woo! We created a standard order. We created a standard quote. We created another quote which turned into a standard order. And we created a sales order within Cloud for Customer that turned into a standard order at the far end of it all. Whew. Like I said, it can get intricate. I didn't even show you all the different quote types that we have here. Because you can do a quote type. In fact, let's go back here to our sales documents. We could add another quote. Instead of quote with external pricing, could be a sales quote. I think everything else is good. We save and open that one. And this one should have pricing that's internal to Cloud for Customer. If I take a look at the products, I want to edit it. Now I should be able to do the actual pricing. 25 US dollars for each. Save. Now it's probably not going to like me much at all, but we could submit it. And there's a decent chance I'll even be able to create an external follow-up document with this pricing. It sure thinks so. This is quote number 1919. Let's go back to our opportunity and see what kind of a map we have going on now. Document flow. Refresh. 19 led to yet another sales order. So an internal Cloud for Customer quote led to an order in SAP ERP. Well, you know what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 ways to Sunday, we have created quotes and orders from a single opportunity, exposing most of the different permutations you have. And remember, you don't really have to have an opportunity. Alright, bonus time here. When you show this capability to customers, one of the things they're really trying to get their handles on as a sales team, not an ERP order processing team, but as a sales team, is what's going on out there for quotes. So show them. Go to the quotes and list them all. The system's going to have some 1,100, 1,200 quotes in it. And then show them how easy it is to filter that down. Show me the ones that are open, that are in process. How about the ones that are in process? And of those that are in process, are there some where approval is not necessary, open and closed by a certain sales rep? And each time you click on one of these things, it filters them down. That really helps them get a feel for what's available from a list of quotes, maybe things that are in process or overdue or need approval. That really helps guide them as end users. Okay, it's time to do a quick summary. Whether you have an opportunity or not, we've been working with Cloud for Customer in different permutations of creating quotes and orders in Cloud for Customer or related to follow-up transactions in ECC. There are a lot of possibilities out there. For your end customer and for a demo, figure out which one or two make the most sense instead of confusing them. Hopefully I've covered most of them. Thanks.